There you go. Yeah.
What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Vibe Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Vibe is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. Welcome to Big Vibe Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Vibe Opinion platform.
Lifetime, as far as quick on Lifetime, as far as Lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forward for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities. I had tours. But when Lifetime came out, all of that went away. Meaning, before Lifetime came out, I had no charges pending against me. Nobody had went to a radio station or had went to, a police station. It took a year to put together Lifetime. If all of the things they said I did on Lifetime were true, it only take a minute to go to a police station. But when there's a crime committed, you don't go make a movie on it. You go to the police station. Nobody had done that.
Can't let nobody hold me down, dude. Could never hold me. Hey, what up, what up? It's your boy Big Vibe, man, back with another live video. And y'all already know what go down when Big Vibe come on live. It go down. It goes down the way it go down. This Lady T, what's going on? Provoked Thoughts, what's good, my brother?
Yo, what it is?
You already know. You already know. Ain't doing nothing but a little bit of straightening.
I swear to God, man.
Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening, man. That's it. That's it. Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening, man.
Absolutely, man.
No time wasted. Every shot must hit something.
I'm telling you.
Every shot must hit something.
Yeah, man. So, how you feeling, man? New job and everything.
Man, it's working out, bro. It's working out. Like you said, man, you gotta go into anything new. You gotta go into it with a positive mindset.
Right.
You can't have, if you think negative, every little thing you can find, you're gonna point out. It's gonna stick out. It's gonna be a reason, man. Even though it's been, I pay attention. I'm an observer, so I see TV shit that people go out their way to do, but at the same time, I understand that I got a mission that I'm trying to complete. So I can't allow the next person to knock me off my swell. But when they come into my personal space, you know what I'm saying? When it start affecting my personal well-being, then we got a whole nother, I'll be looking for another job.
Absolutely.
But without a doubt, I'll be looking for another job. What's up, Coco Chick? But You see the title of the lie tonight say R.Kelly only won in 2008 because he obstructed justice, they say. Well, tonight we gonna try and make it make sense because you can't get here without coming from there. If you get what I'm saying, you know,
that sound familiar.
you can't get here without coming from there. Uh,
Uh,
where we have become.
uh-huh.
Uh, and a lot of time people pick this argument in particular. They picked the argument about the 2008 trial. They picked this argument as a base of their stance, why they feel the way that they feel. But do they really comprehend what they are articulating or trying to articulate? Are they comprehending what they are arguing about?
Mm.
Because if we're talking about 2008 and we go back to September of 2022, it justifies itself without argument.
Right.
Only a person who likes to debate will go back and forth about this statement here. And this is what we do over here. We crush narratives. We crush narratives.
Say like beer cans, baby.
So I had to go look it up. I had to go look up the Chicago trial in 2022. So people are running around with this narrative about this girl saying that, oh, the only reason why he won his case in 2008 is because he obstructed justice. But I'm gonna show y'all some shit though. I'm gonna show y'all some shit tonight that's really gonna make you say, what the fuck is the government, the federal government, what the fuck did they really do?
Mm.
You gonna question when you read what I read, you're gonna question how do you how did they how do I want to put this word? How did they it's like a maze, right? But it seems like the government made their own door to exit. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go through the only door to exit. They made their own door to exit the maze. And then they come around to the end as if they finish fair and square.
Right.
So this whole case is like a maze. But you got the federal government, got people on the outside calling plays.
Right, right.
You got people on the outside. You know, the government like the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator in the skybox at the football games.
Mm.
You see, they got people on the ground doing their thing, but then they got people over top, you know, calling out plays, you know what I'm saying, Spygate type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, believe me, it's somebody out there behind the scenes with a lot of pull that got this foolishness going. And that's what they, and for that reason and that reason only, they're gonna have to end up eventually letting them go because they can't. It's so high up we can't even handle who pulling these strings.
What up, Sharif? What's up, H.I.? Right.
It'll be a WTF moment.
Man. But tell the people, man, because I'm finna get over here and I'm finna crush something, right? So I ain't even gotta be on here long. I ain't gotta be on here long to do what I do when I do what I do. So shit, it's me and Derek in this thing. So we gonna rock this shit out and we gonna kill this narrative real quick. I mean, we gonna kill this shit within an hour.
Oh my goodness. I think we can do it, bro. I really do.
So the narrative that people running with. Oh, right. R.Kelly only won his 2008 trial because he obstructed justice. Okay.
Okay.
Let's share the stream. So let's go back and look at the 2022 charges. So it says in September 2022, a federal jury in Chicago convicted Kelly of 6 counts, accusing him of sexually abusing Jane, Pauline, and Nia on video while acquitting him of enticement charges involving 2 other accusers, Tracy and Brittany. The same jury acquitted him of 7 other charges, including obstruction of justice, accusing him and 2 other associates of rigging his 2008 child pornography trial in Cook County. So, but this is where it gets interesting. Jane had accused Kelly of sexual. When did she ever accuse Kelly? When did Jane ever accuse Kelly?
Right.
If I recall, Jim DeRogatis accused Jane of being the girl on the tape.
Right.
If my recollection is correct, Jim DeRogatis accused Jane of being the girl on the tape, right? So how do the terminology now says Jane had accused Kelly of sexually abusing her hundreds of times after becoming her godfather when she was skip over that prosecutor show? But this is I want to go down to this right here though. I don't care about that. I don't care about that paragraph. But Jane had denied for years that Kelly abused her, but now say Kelly intimidated her and her family, then paid them off to keep them out to keep his abuse a secret. Hold up now. So if y'all start witness that y'all say the only reason why he got found not guilty in 2008 was because he obstructed justice, and the star witness is sitting here telling y'all that he did exactly what y'all said he did, but y'all find him not guilty on those counts.
Right.
But y'all try to pin the tape to him. You gotta make this shit make sense now. So is y'all star witness credible? Don't that sound like a lie?
Really do. Actually.
Is that not a lie that she was caught in?
Real quick.
For him, he wasn't charged. He got found not guilty of obstruction. You hear Jane right here, clear as day, say that he obstructed, he intimidated her family.
Yeah.
It's clear as day.
That didn't never happen. It don't even make sense. He intimidated by giving them jobs and paying them. Oh, okay.
But you still can't go away from this. And I ain't got that one up here. But I'm finna get it though. So now you got James saying that he paid her, he intimidated her, he intimidated her family. But then let's go back to Susan, right? When Susan was asked, did R. Kelly ever intimidate you, your daughter, your family? And her response was, he never did. But
he never did, huh?
You can't take this shit serious, bro. You can't take it serious, man.
Boy, craziness. But people were so fixated on what they're fixated on. It's amazing. Because you can't prove age in the tape unless you like pre-record somebody saying it, man.
And even then, if you pre-record them saying it, does that actually mean that's the age?
Nope.
Because guess what? It comes with sexual shit become role playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Susan, what your big head ass said? You see, it's crazy, right? Like for me, when I hear people say about this, the only reason why he won his case. But how could you say the only reason why he won his case was because he obstructed, and then the man get found not guilty of obstruction again in 2022?
Right.
And your star witness said that he intimidated her, he intimidated her family, and y'all still don't take that. Y'all do nothing about that part that she say. But the only part y'all wanted her to say was there was me on the tape.
Yep.
Do you notice? Do you all notice the only thing that she was given credit for saying during her testimony was that it was her on the tape?
Right. And some old bullshit.
That's it.
She didn't want to hold on to his lives.
Out of all of her testimony, the only thing that the prosecutor and the judge took seriously, or they took it to be credible, was her saying it was her on the tape. All the rest of her testimony, it was nothing. All the rest of her testimony, she up here crying, talking about the man intimidated her, intimidated her family, but she forgot that her family went to work for this man for fucking 10 years, damn near 10 years after this shit. She dealt with this man for 10 years after the 2008 trial. Her dad was still playing instruments for this man all the way up until he passed away. All the way from 2002 until 2010, they were still around this man.
Deep, bro. That's crazy.
But the people, they want to run with this shit and run with these narratives.
I'm learning that over here.
All because.
Go ahead.
Not because of it, not because it's true, but because it's R. Kelly.
Right.
At this point, and then it's like this though, Derek. At this point, people are starting to see there was a lot of bullshit in the play. It was a lot of flags on the play. People are starting to see that it was a lot of red flags on the play. So now people are piggybacking back. They are backtracking back to the 2008 trial to try and make it feel relevant to the present. You can't, because everything that they compare from 2008 to 2022, the man got found not guilty on. The only thing that they found him guilty on was just because the chick said it was her on the tape.
Right. The only thing that they wanted the conviction for anyway.
The only thing. What's up, Courtney? The only thing they wanted was her to say, she didn't have to say shit else on that stand, but sit down and say, it was me on the tape and get the fuck up, and that's all they needed her to do. All this other shit she did was pointless.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a question, right? Everybody in this chat, y'all are thanking people. All of you people in this chat are thanking people. Everybody that comes over here understand we all have the ability to think. This is what this young lady testified to in 2022. We have to look at this shit.
Right.
Again, Jane had denied for years that Kelly abused her, but she now say Kelly intimidated her and her family and paid them off to keep his abuse secret. But then you go right up here. The same jury acquitted him of 7 other charges, including obstruction of justice. Isn't she trying to say right here that he obstructed justice by intimidating her and her family and paying them off to keep his abuse a secret? Am I not reading this shit correctly?
Oh, you're reading it absolutely right.
So if she testified to say he had denied, Jane denied for years that Kelly abused her, but now says Kelly intimidated her and her family and paid them off to keep his abuse a secret, and you go right up to the top and the jury say the same jury acquitted him of 7 charges, including obstruction of justice. Doesn't that make that a lie?
Yes, it does.
Doesn't that acquitted of 7 other charges, including obstruction of justice, makes Jane had denied for years that Kelly abused her, but now say he intimidated her and her family and paid them off to keep his abuse a secret? Ain't that a lie? Under oath?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a whole big old nasty lie.
I can't be the only one seeing this. I know I'm not crazy, but I know I understand what the fuck I'm reading. So how can we talk about 2008? So this right here, this man really, we have to look at this shit like, hold up. Hold up, put the goddamn car in park. Let me get the fuck out. It's hot out here in Texas. Shit. Put the car in park, Derek.
I don't know, man. Shoot, we cruising right now.
Is that a dead man walking?
I don't know.
What the fuck going on? You say the man only won because he obstructed justice. Then you come out and try to. She comes out in 2022 and try to tell what they call, what the little kids say, you telling the story. Right. She comes back in 2022 and trying to tell a story of the big bad wolf, right? And the 3 little bears.
Wow.
She comes back and try to tell this incredible stories. Maybe she should have got some training on how to get her eye ducts together so she can cry and make it seem a little bit more believable.
Right.
Maybe you could have conceived the jury if you would have been a little bit more believable with your antics, right?
Right. Could have got you a little money in your pocket. Shit. Oh my gosh.
But she failed to realize. She failed to realize, though, Derek, this investigation was about her. This investigation in 2018, in 2005, These are times that they came out and spoke with her and her family.
Mm-hmm.
So did he obstruct you this time in 2005?
Mm-hmm.
Did he obstruct you again in 2018 when he wasn't even fucking talking to you?
Right. You text him like, hey, you might want to reach out to me because I'm feeling froggy, trying to get paid.
So he obstructed justice. Instead, the government did nothing while being fully aware of the allegation and possessing evidence for decades. As a result, they let substantial pieces of evidence get lost to time. So the original tape that they had from the 2008 trial was never even brought to court in 2022.
Of course not. Yeah.
The original tape from 2022, the original tape from 2008 was never brought to trial. So how could they say that this was the girl on the tape from 2008? Big Vi, how you know that? What you mean when you say that?
Mm.
It is to the government understanding that none of the videos that the state's attorney received from the journalist or attorney Michael Avenatti, that is video 1, 2, and 3, were originals. Video 4 never made it to court. Why did video 4 never make it to court? Because substantial pieces of evidence get lost to time. So what still images did they have?
Mm-hmm.
What videos, clips did they have? Where did they get these clippings from? What did they show? How was a Homeland Security agent able to splice scenes from 3 different tapes and put it together as a rendering as one? Isn't that, like I said the other day, isn't that manipulating evidence?
It is.
But they want us to believe that the man obstructed justice. But at the same time, when we read this shit, we clearly read who really did the obstruction. So it's like this, where the government doing all the crooked shit, and then they saying that R.Kelly doing.
Right. It's kind of shameful at the same time, man. It's a shame.
And I got an exclusive for y'all too. I got something I'm gonna let y'all hear. Shout out to Dewberry, associate of Charleston White, and he confirms for us. He confirms for us some of the things that Robert was talking about in his phone interview when he talked about his medical negligence.
Mm-hmm.
This guy Dewberry is going to give us from his experience while doing prison time about the medical negligence inside of the institutions.
Yeah.
They not fucking with me, bro. I don't do all that dancing and tap dancing and
No, you don't.
can't do all that tap dance. I gotta give it to you real. I know I only keep the attention span for so long, so I gotta hit it, and miss.
And you know it's crazy because they brought those obstruction charges was simply to reintroduce a concept, not even a tape, but the concept of a tape.
Right. That's how they was able to get the tapes back into court again.
Uh-huh.
But that's the whole thing, though. People not looking at how these people went around the law, like how fucked up they went around the law. Like they literally, when we say the law broke the law, that shit is literally the law broke the law. Like for real.
On another level.
Let's get it. Listen to this shit here.
It's a shame that we just live in a world where we watch this happen and nobody really cared. And it's really coming out like in some of the comments you see now, where people just like, well, they don't really matter, just as long as they got them. And I'm like, that's the silliest thing I ever heard. That's lynch mob mentality.
Well, that's how these niggas is, man. Let's check this out. Now listen, I want y'all to listen at what he said happened to a cellie of his while incarcerated with dealing with the medical staff. Can you hear that, Derek?
I can't hear it.
Oh shit, let me go back. Let me see. Let me see.
In practice, doctors.
Real life. Can you hear that?
Oh yeah.
It ain't real life. Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Now I gotta ask you, you just mentioned the infirmary. R.Kelly just recently went viral for saying like he went to the infirmary for his leg and he could have died because they just wasn't checking him like it was like his life mattered. They like, you die, you die. Do it be like that when you go to the infirmary?
God, right. These mother practicing. They practicing, homie.
Yeah, they in practice. Doctors.
Man, they in practice, homie. I had a celly, right? I had a celly named Big Mason, homie. And I remember that he was sick. He was like, damn, homie, I can't, man, I'm fucked up. And he was getting dizzy. I'm like, why? He like, yeah, go to the infirmary. He went to the infirmary. They told her, they let him come back. But he was like, man, I'm fucked up, bro. I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking at his hand. He ain't got no blood in his hand. It's white. I'm saying, my this shit ain't right. Close cusses. Boom, say, man, open the door. Man, this is sick, man. He ain't got no blood or none in him. So when he went in there, they went to sticking and ain't no blood. Come to find out he was bleeding on the inside. He had ulcers. Any more long, he would have died.
Damn.
And it's a lot of that died inside that penitentiary, homie, because they don't give a fuck. Because the reason why they don't, another reason why they don't give a fuck, because niggas run game to get out their cell to go to the infirmary where the free world ladies at to jail.
It's serious.
You see what I'm saying? So therefore, it's like, man, fuck that nigga. He playing, not knowing that this nigga ain't playing. He for real. But the rest of these niggas playing because they want to go back there and jack off on these motherfucking the nurses.
Yeah, cry wolf.
You see what I'm saying? So they ain't taking a lot of people serious. So a lot of people was really losing their life down there behind that shit, homie.
Damn. Now you mentioned the cook and bringing niggas together. It was said that they would experience.
And I remember that he was sick. He was like, damn, homie, I can't, man, I'm fucked up. And he was getting dizzy. I'm like, why? He like, yeah, go to the infirmary. He went to the infirmary. They told it, they let him come back. But he was like, man, I'm fucked up, bro. I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking at his hand. He ain't got no blood in his hand. You know, it's white. I'm saying, my nigga, this shit ain't right. Close cusses. Boom, 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 boom. Say, man, open the door, man. This sick, man. He ain't got no blood or nothing in him. So when he went in there, they went to sticking and ain't no blood. Come to find out, he was bleeding on the inside. He had ulcers. Any more long?
Now listen. What don't that sound familiar?
Yep.
This shit ain't just in the prison where Kels was incarcerated at. This shit is going around. This shit is going on in prisons all over. This man come to y'all talking about he hurting. Y'all send him back to his cell. The dude say the man's hands was white as hell. Then they take him back to the infirmary. They try to stick him. Ain't no blood coming out his hand. This man bleeding ulcers on the inside. Just like Kel told the people, he complained about this pain. And next thing you know, this man got fucking 3-4 blood clots traveling up his goddamn leg. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. And what I don't get the most is, man, people out there love it, love them, hate them, don't care. But at the end of the day, whether you a free man or incarcerated, you still deserve to be treated like a fucking human being.
All the time.
If you're going to incarcerate me, convict me, let me do my time in the best physical shape I could possibly be in.
I mean, but the prison system, or just county lockup, or wherever people tend to end up, man, they don't give a damn.
But and then you know what though? I hear so much, bro. Our own people will sit down and be in them that work them facilities. I understand that you got some assholes that's inside of there. You got some people who doing life inside of that motherfucker don't care about nothing. But that's not everybody's story. Some people got to outdate. Some people looking to come home.
Absolutely.
R.Kelly is no different than me, you, or anyone else. And you got to understand, the man knew his health conditions before going inside of that place. Just understand, the reason why he played basketball so much, that was keeping him loose, keeping his blood flowing.
Right.
Now you go from playing basketball every day to laying on a hard ass cot. Imagine what that's doing to your body.
Right.
It's cold as fuck inside of there. So once your blood was thin, when you was out in the free world, your blood was thin. You know, you going to the gym, you playing basketball 5-6 hours a day. You in the studio, you doing your shit. But when you go inside of that place, you just stagnate. You sitting inside of a box.
Right.
What is your body going to do? Your body is going to start to break down. A lot of the issues that you were helping your body fight off by getting that proper sunlight, exercising, running up and down that floor, sweating shit out. Now your body is stale. It's a stalemate. It's just sitting there.
Mm-hmm. Right. You know, that is sad. That's a sad reality about it, you know. And, you know, he can't get the cardio he was getting, really nothing, you know. I mean, and it's been like that for a while, you know, 5 years, man, like you said.
It does shit like this, bro. I watched my grandfather. My grandfather worked for the same company for 55 years straight. 55 years straight. He retired when my grandmother got sick. When she passed away, he went back to work.
Wow.
He worked for about another about 5 to 6 years after that. But then next thing you know, they sold the plant he was working for. They ended up selling out, and they closed it down. My granddaddy worked for the same company for 55 years. I don't even believe my granddaddy probably lived 5 years after not being able to get up and go to that job every day. If that job, I believe in my heart of hearts, if that job never sold and went away, my granddad would probably still be living to this day because he had a routine.
Right.
He was accustomed to getting up 4 or 5 in the morning, cooking breakfast, doing his thing. He go to work. He walk around. He was a supervisor. He walking around there playing all day, moving, helping out, doing little shit here and there. But once he was no longer able to go to work no more, it just seemed like each and every year he just started to go down, down, down. You know what I mean? And it shows. It shows. So just imagine someone like Kels. He's used to going to the gym. He's used to doing, he got tours, he got shows, he in the studio working his ass off, to now you just sitting in this motherfucker every day. I mean, your body just it's like a brick, man.
Yeah, he's sitting there, and on top of all that, thinking about Tasha K.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she got her shit coming. Whack 100 put her number out. He say she got a show in Miami. Whack 100 say I'm gonna buy 50 tickets and send all my little homies to her shit.
Hell no, man, Whack a fool. She didn't know what she did with that one, man. She thought she was coming for me, and tricked her a couple times, and made her literally expose herself, which I think is kind of a setup for this lawsuit that's about to pop off.
No, Miss Spencer, man, those older people who's up in age and they have a routine and they used to doing things in a routine fashion. You can't take that shit away from them because that is what's keeping them going. Once they're no longer able to do the things that they accustomed of doing, you want to start seeing breakdown. You're going to start seeing little by little breakdown. Man, where I'm from, my grandfather, the only man, he's the only person I know in my hometown that had a scholarship in honor of him for his hard work in service for 55 years of working. They had a scholarship dedicated in his honor that they give that they I'm not they don't I don't think they give it out no more, but they when he was still alive, they was giving out their scholarship.
Yeah, telling you.
But we like to, like I said, we like to crush narratives over here. This narrative about R.Kelly only won in 2008 because he obstructed justice. You just have to make that shit make sense. And we gonna add it up, and we gonna add it up, and we gonna subtract it, but we most definitely gonna make it make sense. So for the people who just coming in, I'm gonna show y'all what I presented earlier. So next time when someone want to come up to y'all, or y'all in a chat and they talking about this 2008 case, this 2008 trial, y'all just go here. Just go here. This is the star witness in 2008 trial. Hold on. This is the star witness statement right here. This is what I want y'all to read, this part here. Jane had denied for years that Kelly abused her, but now say Kelly intimidated her and her family and paid them off to keep his abuse a secret. Paying off is a form of intimidated is a form of obstruction. Paying off is a form of obstruction. But then you go here and you read this. The same jury acquitted him of 7 other charges, including obstruction of justice. So if she was so important and her testimony was so important to the fact that Angel Cruz will violate policy by creating a burner email account named the Pied Piper 312. And we all know who called themselves the Pied Piper 312 in Chicago area. So did Angel Cruz pretend to be Robert Kelly? Could that have been the play? Out of all the names you could have bought up with a burner email account, out of all the names you could have named this burner email account after, you decide to name the burner email account after a persona that R. Kelly carries to communicate with this star witness in the Chicago trial. So you have to make this shit make sense. You have to make it make sense. Y'all say he obstructed justice in 2008. But then when you come here, this was testimony from 2022. This is what the star witness in 2022 said, September 2022. He intimidated her and her family and paid them off to keep his abuse a secret. But the same jury that convicted him of other charges said that he was acquitted of obstructing justice in 2022. So in 2022, he was acquitted of obstructing justice. In 2008, he was acquitted of obstructing justice. So what's the basis of their case? What's the basis of their case? You got to ask yourself that. So if he was acquitted both times, they say the only reason why he won in 2008 is because he obstructed. Then y'all come back in 2022 and find the man not guilty again. What the fuck is really going on? So if she told a lie, so basically she lied in 2022 saying that he intimidated her and her family and paid them off, and he got found not guilty in 2022 of obstructing to pay off her and her family to keep them quiet. That means she told a lie on the stand. So not only did she lie about not seeking restitution when she already had a restitution package put together in 2019, she lied about him obstructing by paying her off and sending her family out of town. So when people want to argue, when people want to make this a statement about this 2008 shit, how the fuck is 2008 relevant? And it wasn't even, and it got dismissed again in 2022. The only part of the star witness testimony in 2022 was relevant for the prosecutors was her saying it was her on the tape. But still, where is video 4, which was the original video from 2008 that somehow got lost in evidence? Somehow, video 4, which was the original tape from 2008, got lost in evidence. How ironic is that? So, if video 4 was supposedly the original tape from 2008 that was lost in evidence, what still images were shown? What still images were shown? How can you take still images when the government admitted the tapes are altered and nothing is authentic? It is the government's understanding that none of the videos the state's attorney's office received from the journalist Jim DeRogatis or the attorney Michael Avenatti, video 1, video 2, and video 3 were original. How do you admit altered videos into evidence? How? How? How do you admit altered videos as evidence? Oh, man. Oh. So, I mean, they're just like, I guess we can go tell the store clerk we got counterfeit money and we expect them to accept it. Yeah, let me get a pack of swells, Joe. Yeah, I got a counterfeit 20. And I want my change back. Man. Hey, I guess, hey, look, since they can admit altered and manipulated videos as evidence, I guess I might well walk in the store and say, "Let me get a pack of swell, Joe." And I got a counterfeit 20, and I want my change back. Man, look here, bro. Look here. It don't take much to make this shit make sense, y'all. We can't get caught up in the back and forth. We have to make a statement. Every time we speak, we have to make a statement. Every time we speak, we need people to understand that it's already understood. Y'all catch what I said now? We need for the people to understand that it is already understood, because the people that's been in this R. Kelly sector over 4 years, we understood what was going on. But we need for the rest of the people to finally understand what it is that's going on, and understand that your son could be next, your brother could be next, your father could be next, your uncle, your cousin, and most importantly, guess what? Your daughter could be next. Do you want this justice system to become a mockery when something happens to your daughter because of these bullshit accusers that we saw use propaganda, use social media, use television networks to come out and claim that they were victims of something when they was living a lavish lifestyle? You tell me, have you ever seen a victim get paid over $60K a year to be a victim? Have you ever seen a victim get allowances of $5,000 a month, $75,000 shopping sprees, $10,000 Christmases? Does that sound like victim to y'all? Because there's some real motherfucking victims out here that ain't even got a voice to speak, that don't even have a fucking location to be found. Meanwhile, these alleged victims are going around getting breast lifts, lip shots, ass shots, BBLs. Is that what the new victim look like? There's some real motherfucking victims out here that need help. These are the type of victims that we saw on Surviving R. Kelly that make it hard for people like Kiara Cole. That make it hard for the Kanika Jenkinses. That make it hard for the Breonna Taylors and the Sandra Bland. It's these type of victims, these type of women that we look at to be ungrateful ass women. When it's females out here, when you think about the Cleveland, Ohio situation, when this man kidnapped these women for over 10 years, impregnated them, made them deliver babies, made them have abortions, all type of shit. It's some real victims out here. It's some real fucking victims out here. But when you got people like these women we saw paraded around on Surviving R, paraded around on a red table talk, going around speaking at colleges, I feel sorry for the next generation of young ladies out here that may be real victims because you don't fit the description. Because you're not going to fit. A real victim does not fit the description. So your voice will go unheard. What up, Lex? You on mute, Lex. One thing about me, I'm real about this shit that I do. I don't waste my time when I come on here. I said it yesterday, and I'm going to continue to say it. If I don't have a message, I don't have shit to say. Simple as that. If I don't have a message, I don't have nothing to say. We're gonna let Brother Lex come up here. Like I say, and if y'all like to donate to me, man, it's greatly appreciated. Big Val Opinion on my cash out. If you all would like to email me any information that you all find and would like it to be presented on YouTube, on my channel, email me at bigviopinion88@gmail.com and let me know what it is that y'all have that we could talk about that you feel will help bring awareness in this situation. Because I'm for the people. I'm for my people. What up, Lex?
What's up with it, G? You all right?
Oh, yeah, you already know. Happy
Already.
birthday. Happy belated, Darlene.
Happy birthday to the lady, Darlene. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, man, I'm coming on late, but I have a link. I just found out about this today. I didn't even know nothing about it. But did you hear anything, or did anybody hear anything about a shooting that happened in Louisville, Kentucky, back in May? It was kind of similar to the shooting that happened in Chicago, where a guy hit the lady in the face at the restaurant. Where there was something similar to that happened in Louisville, Kentucky. I think it was back in May, and the guy assaulted two women at a veterinarian,
Yeah.
and it escalated, and the guy was a worker, and he assaulted the women, and one of the women ended up shooting and killing him. But they didn't get any charges brought because it was a stand your ground type of situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if the news put it out there. They must didn't put it out there because I didn't even hear about it. I just happened to see it on another live and they talked about it. So I said, well, if y'all hadn't seen it, I'll put the link in the chat. Y'all can research it for yourselves. And also, what's that sheriff name in Florida? Chief something Brody, whoever his name is, the one that was did that live press
So about
about
Grady Judd?
yeah. Well, he was in the news again talking about those people at Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got like 6 or 7 people on the board, and they were saying that most of those people have uh, sex crimes with little children. He said most of them get a job at Disney World so they can look at more children. So he did a press conference about it. I said, well, God, dog. And y'all have got R.Kelly locked up, and y'all got these fools out here running around there at Walt Disney World.
Well, hey, you better start keeping a close eye on Grady Judd. His ass come up missing.
Hey, you better know it. So, yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know if anybody heard about that or not. So I was gonna post a link and let y'all research it because it was real interesting. Yeah, but other than that, man, that's about all I had, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna definitely, man. Make sure you send the link to me. So, do you already put it in the thing, didn't you?
No, I'm gonna get ready to do it right now.
Okay, yeah, I most definitely check that out. But we're gonna celebrate, give Darlene Williams a happy birthday song, man. And before I get ready to get up out of here, and like I said, if you just coming into this live, man, make sure you replay gang this shit. Replay it, share it. Because at the end of the day, man, we're gonna crush them narratives like I always do. And like I say, if I don't have a message in my word, I'm not speaking on nothing. Nothing. So understand, when you see Big Vi live, know it's some shit being said.
Get into stupid.
She got a friend, they kissing each other. They going in, they all on each other. They taking a shot. Now they never whatever. Hey, she's a good girl, but tonight she a stripper. She got a man, that stay with her. I give her a bottle, I feed her. Like I was her babysitter.
DJ Moondog.
Happy birthday, woo. Say it. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Pick up your birthday. Happy birthday, pick up your birthday, woo. Say it. Happy birthday, pick up your birthday, woo. Say it. I'm up in the section, we got bottle service. And it's full of them gold. These bitches is turf, and you know that the blessing. Throwing my mind, yeah, I light up the room.
Get into stupid.
I'm flying and burn. Haters can't touch me. Man, I'm in my zone. I'm back to the trust. My swagger the band. These bitches is wrong. They keep coming for loans. Woo, woo. Keep a tape for a rap on. Strippers expect. I'm fucking style. The fun is the ground. It is my B-Day. I'm falling. And this is my 50th car. Happy birthday.
You know the sun that's gonna rain away. Hold on, we got a little bit more. Brother Lex, what you got before we get up out of here? You hear me?
Yeah, you get the link.
Yeah, I see it. I need you to
Okay.
text it to me though. It's
Okay.
in the chat. It's in the chat, most definitely.
Okay. Send it to your phone or send it to your
Yeah,
email.
my phone.
Okay. Okay. And let everybody know. Let everybody know if they can. I mean, yeah, they can hear me. But everybody, y'all go ahead and look at the link until it's in entirety. Just don't look at the part that I sent in because there's multiple stories on there that I didn't even know about. But the two main ones that I was talking about was about the Disney World people, and then the shooting that happened in Louisville, Kentucky. That they hadn't even put on the news. They made a big fuss about the one that happened in Chicago with the black lady and the black guy, but they hadn't even made any kind of. They hadn't kicked up any dirt or anything about this one. So y'all just make sure y'all check it out to its entirety and everything, and maybe we can talk about it on this live or whatnot. But that's pretty much all I have, man.
All right. You know, as always, treat when the fellas meet. We
Right
gonna
on.
get up out of here, but you know, when we get back, shit, most definitely I'm gonna look into that when you send it to me.
All right, yeah. Check it out, man, and it's gonna be real, real interesting, But I'm gonna let you go ahead and get prepared so you can go and make that little roll them nickels tomorrow and try to make a dollar out of it. So you know
Yeah,
how it go.
most
You know how it
definitely, most
go.
definitely.
All right, I'm gonna let you go and go, man. I'm gonna get
All right,
my butt onto the hood, do the same thing.
already.
All right, peace. One.
Yep. One thing for sure. Free R.Kelly. Two things. Happy birthday, Darlene. Three things. Continue to put out the good messages, man. Continue to put out the good messages. Continue to keep the faith. Continue to pray. Continue to keep Bunjean and her law group in your prayers. Continue to protect your families. Continue to protect yourself. And I'm telling you, keep God first, man, and everything else that comes after that, man, is obsolete. I'm telling y'all. And with that being said, it's your boy Big Vi. It's been great. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Like I tell y'all, I will go against anybody on these YouTube streets with this chat that I have over here, man. I love and appreciate seeing y'all over here continuously every time I come on, no matter how long I take off. I really appreciate seeing you guys in the chat all the time. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate seeing it each and every time I come on this live, especially when I see the same names always popping up. So that let me know that y'all are here, y'all understand, y'all are up to speed with what's going on. And I really, really appreciate that. And guess what? And each one of us can start bringing somebody new into this shit with us, into this channel with us. and start feeding them new information and walking them along, getting them caught up in speed. We don't want to throw everything on them all at once, but we want to give them a little bit at a time and get them on the right track with tracking down this information that we all are aware of. So let's continue to show up. Let's continue to be here. Let's continue to grow. Bring someone, teach someone. And like I say, man, as long as we focus, we can conquer the world together. Not one person individually can do what a collective group of people can accomplish. Not one person can accomplish what a collective group of people can accomplish when everybody is working together in unity. I'm telling y'all, man, I love y'all. Respect, peace, blessings. Until next time, it's your boy Big Val Opinion, and I'm signing out.